Welcome everybody. Glad to talk to you guys tonight. Have you guys ever felt like life was just sucker punching you right in the gut? Right? Have you ever felt like the more you dreamed, the worse things got? Well, you might be on the right path. Jonathan Stringer here, guys. Looking forward to talking to you tonight. As you can see from the title, life will beat you down, and it'll keep you there if you let it. Anybody who's seen Rocky knows that line. They love it because it's so motivational. That story, that speech that he gives right at that time it's inspiring. It's huge. And just that line right there is, I don't know if you guys quite grasped. It took me forever. I thought I loved listening to it. I would always listen to motivational things all the time, and I always had that line in there, and I thought I understood it. But it wasn't until just recently that I really started to grasp the whole meaning behind it. So going into things, guys, how many of you guys, because I get asked this question a lot, so I want to answer this in all sincerity, okay? You want to know how to live an easy life. You want to know how life can just be easy. You can stop struggling. You can stop worrying. You can stop just having fear for what the next day may bring, what life may bring to you. And I've got a couple pieces of advice for you. You know, before we dive into some other things tonight. If you want an easy life, there's 3 keys to it, guys, all right? And I'm going to make sure let me just check my notes again, make sure I got those 3 keys right, okay? You can do nothing, you can be nothing, and you can dream for nothing. And that's going to give you, give you an easy life, I guess. It'll be something. You don't have to worry about stretching outside your comfort zone. You don't have to worry about, what if I have to take on this new challenge? You don't have to worry about that. As long as you do nothing, be nothing, and you don't ever dream. Don't ever hope for anything more. Don't just settle. Wherever you're at right now, settle. And that's going to give you an easier life. But if you don't want the easy life, chances are you guys are on here not because you want an easy life, not because you want to know the easy way to get around things. You're here because life has beat you down in the past. I guarantee, guys, life has beat me down, all right? Life beats us down all the time. I was listening to Eric Thomas this morning, and he said something that I never made this connection before, but he talked about storms in our lives. And he said, we're in one of 3 sections of our life. We're either leaving a storm, we are in the middle of a storm, or we're heading to a storm. He said, at all times in your life, you are in one of those 3 sections. And so think about your life. Maybe right now things are rough and you're just, oh my gosh, like stuff is rough. You're in the middle of that storm. Maybe you just got out of it and you're like, this is amazing. I'm out of it. This was a really rough month last month. I'm so glad that April's been a lot easier. Or maybe you've been enjoying, life has been pretty easy going for you so far. So you're sitting there like, man, this is nice. This is really nice. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. This is actually good news for you. But there's a storm coming. It will be there. It will come into your life. Life is going to knock you down. But the great thing about knowing that a storm is coming is that you can prepare for it. Okay, if anybody's ever lived in Florida or on the coast whenever the hurricanes are coming, you get a warning. It's not just like you wake up one morning, oh my gosh, what's 100-mile-an-hour winds blowing through and inches and feet of rain and all this stuff. You get warning. And you know what? Everybody's out there preparing. And so use the time, use the calm times in your life to prepare. Doesn't mean you worry, you just prepare. You know that life's going to be coming. You know that things are going to happen. Just get ready for it. Because if you're ready for it, guess what, guys? There's nothing that life can throw at you that you can't handle. There's not a single trial, there's not a single struggle that you can't go through in your life that you can't handle. It's all there to help you. When you get up in the morning, when you're going through that struggle, when you're having issues, and you look in that mirror, you're looking at yourself right in the eyes, and you're saying, man, these are my struggles. Right now, I'm having a hard time paying my bills. Right now, my girlfriend or my wife just left me. Right now, I just got let go from my job. Okay? Whatever you're going through right now, all right? When you look at it, when you look at yourself in the mirror, what do you say? You say, why me? Why am I going through this? Or do you look yourself in the eyes, in that mirror? Do you look life right in the face and you say, try me? That you got two different attitudes you can take towards your trials, guys. You can either crumble and cry about it and wish things were better, or you can take life by the horns, all right, and just pull it in control. You understand that everything in your life is within your control. So many people are worried about all these extra obstacles that come. Oh, whoever's in political office. Oh, what's the weather like? Oh, what? Oh, I don't even know. I've heard some weird things, guys. As a lot of you guys know right now, I work at a bank. And I talk to people all day long. I hear some really pathetic reasons why people aren't where they want to be in their life. Just to be blunt, I don't mean that to talk down on anybody, but people allow such small things. They're looking in that mirror. They're looking at life and they're saying, why me? Why are you doing this to me? And rather than saying, hey, try me, bring more, see what you can do, because you're not keeping me down. You may have kicked me down. You may have kicked me when I was down, but I'm standing back up. I'm going to be on top. I'll overcome my challenges. I'll overcome my trials. Struggles are just going to be for a moment. But I know that if I keep the right attitude, keep the right work ethic, and if I keep the right stuff, okay? If I keep the right stuff, I'm going to come out on top. I'm not going to have to worry. I'll look back on this in a month, in a year, in 10 years, and I won't have to worry ever again. Okay, guys? We've all heard, I shouldn't say all of us, because it was new to me the first time I ever heard it, and that was like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. But the 5x5 rule. If it's not going to matter in 5 years, don't spend 5 minutes worrying about it. Yeah, right now you might be worried about making your bills. Right now you might be worried about, what if something happens with our job? What if the car breaks down? What if this? What if that? Or maybe it has happened for you. Maybe you're sitting there and you're like, Jonathan, you don't understand. Literally, as I was pulling into my driveway, the car broke down. Is it going to matter in 5 years? Probably not. You're going to have a new car. You're going to find a way to get over it. So don't worry about it. Don't stress about it. Handle it. Take it in stride. Yeah, it's going to suck for a moment, but just take it. Move with it. All right? We've got to take this attitude of woe is me, and I can't believe this happened. I wish this wouldn't have happened. I wish I could get some good luck for once. Guys, luck is what you make of it. You can take somebody who's broke and homeless, and they can be happier than somebody who's living in $1 million mansion because of their attitude, because of the way they see life, because of the opportunities that they see themselves having. You have to understand, especially for those of you who are living here in America, we live in a fantastic country. We live somewhere where there's opportunity all around us. Nowhere in this country is there somewhere that you are just completely destitute of any opportunities. You've got it. You've got something to look forward to every day waking up in this country. Because you know that maybe right there, maybe right in that neighborhood you're in, maybe that's not the best place for you. But you got 2 feet. Okay? You got wheels. You got a skateboard, a car, a train, a trolley, or bus, whatever. Okay? You got a way. Get out of there. Go find new opportunity. You got to look at life. Again, I'm going to say it a couple times, guys, but look at life and say, try me. Because life is going to throw stuff at you. But you got to be willing to throw punches back. It's going to kick you when you're down. You got to be willing to stand up, to look it in the eyes and say, that's not going to keep me down. Yeah, you got me for a moment, but I'm back. And now I'm stronger than I was the first time. Then they're going to kick you down again. You're going to stand back up. I'm stronger than I was the second time. And it's going to kick you down again. And you're going to look at it in the eyes as you stand back up. And you're going to say, I'm stronger than I was the third time. And you know what? Life eventually is going to get the hint. It's going to disappear for a little bit. It's going to say, oh, I'm messing with somebody different. This isn't my typical run-of-the-mill, oh, life is hard, I'm going to quit type person. No. This is somebody totally different. They got a different attitude. They got the stuff. And life is going to say, hey, I'll give you a break for a little bit. I'll come back. So you be ready for me because that storm's going to come back. But you earned a break. You earned it from me. And life's going to disappear momentarily, guys. With all of this, with everything that we go through, guys, it's necessary. With all of the struggle, all of the pain, all of the trials that we go through, it's necessary for us to get to where we want to be. Whatever your goal is. Maybe for you, you just want to earn some money and be able to live a life of moderate luxuries, you know? Maybe you're in business just to earn an extra $1,000 so that way you can pay all your bills, get out of debt and everything. Maybe you're one of those people who wants to go to the top. You want to be the top earner in your company or a top earner in your company. You're thinking 6 figures sounds nice. You're thinking 7 figures and onward sounds excellent. That's a great starting point for you maybe. That could be your goal, okay? Regardless of what it is. Maybe it's $100, maybe it's $1 million or more. Your goal is going to require you to go through some effort, go through some work, go through some struggles and trials. And it's oftentimes compared to somebody going to the gym. Look at yourself right now. Are you a bodybuilder? When you look at your body, pull your shirt up, okay? If you're not in public, might be kind of awkward if you're in public and you're just yanking your shirt off, okay? Look at yourself right now. Are you a bodybuilder? You have that ripped body, you know, the 24-inch biceps, or you just shredded 6-pack abs with the V-cut and everything, you know, just veins popping out everywhere. Think about that for a moment, okay? Why aren't you there? When we go through things in life, guys, okay? We go through things in life because we have to. You aren't where you want to be because you aren't who you need to be yet. If you're not a bodybuilder, you're not there because you haven't become the person who goes to the gym. If you're not $1 million earner or a $1,000 earner, it's because you haven't become the person you have to be to earn that amount of money. And these struggles, these trials, these hardships that you're going to go through, the times where life kicks you down, is what you have to go through so that you're worthy of even being at the level of success that you want to be. You have to understand that there's a price to be paid for all levels of success, whether it's a small price or a big price. The struggle is the size of the dream. You can't have a big dream and a little struggle. It doesn't match up. If you have a big dream, you're going to have a big struggle. It's just the fact, guys. But the reward is there. You are promised that you will have the reward. Just like going to the gym, guys. You go to the gym, you're working out nonstop, just working out. All right? You're going to become that bodybuilder if that's your focus. Now, if you were to go into the gym right now and somebody threw on 1,000 pounds and said, okay, lift it, you're going to look at them like they're crazy. And that's the same thing. If your goal is to make $1 million a month, right now, if somebody dropped you into the spot that was making $1 million a month, it would literally be the same as if they took you into the gym and dropped a bar with $1,000 on you and said, hey, catch it. How do you think you're going to feel? Are you going to be able to catch that and handle that, take it in stride? You know, pick that bar up and be like, oh, that's easy. It's 1,000 pounds, no biggie. It's the same with your business. You can't take that. You can't take the load of your business being wherever you want it to be until you've grown to be strong enough to carry that load. Your business requires a certain amount from you. Now, it's lighter if you only want to earn $1,000. It's a lot lighter if you only want to earn $100 a month. But you want to be a 6-figure, 7-figure, 8-figure earner in whatever business you're in, it's going to take work. It's going to take growth. And that is where you need the struggles. That is where you need the storms. Everybody always hears the phrase, it's posted all over Facebook. A calm sea does not make a skillful sailor. Guys, we need those storms. We need the struggles. We need the trials, because that's going to be what takes us to the next level. That's going to be what separates you from anybody else who says they want success. Anybody can go out and be like, oh, I want to earn $1 million. But it takes a special type of person to go out and do the work, to persevere through the struggles and the hardships to make $1 million. You look at Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, I mean, you go Bill Gates, I don't care. You name your multi-million billionaire, whoever it is, okay? They have gone through struggles that you and I can't even fathom at this moment. We can't even begin to imagine what they went through. But they went through it, and that's why they are where they are. That's why so many other businesses fail. That's why so many other startups fail. Because the leaders can't handle the struggle and the persecution that it takes to move to the next level. Guys, all this kind of leads to a little bit of bad news. And that's that there isn't a way to live an easy life. I know I said you can be nothing, do nothing, and dream for nothing. But storms are going to come. And it's because you're going to find things in your life that have to change. You can choose not to change them, and that makes it easier for a time, but it also makes it harder later on when things change on you again. It's things that you don't even expect to happen. A death in the family. All of a sudden, maybe the company is downsizing. You didn't do anything wrong. You were going just enough. You were doing just enough to not get fired. But all of a sudden, the company's downsizing, and you say, oh, shoot, I'm out of a job. Now I'm out of my comfort zone. Oh, man, life was supposed to be easy. It's going to happen, guys. The storms are going to come. You've got to deal with it. You've got to learn to just roll with it and take things as they come. And life is easier, though, when you prepare for the storms. Guys, life will kick you down. Life will beat you down. And it will keep you there if you let it. But you don't have to let it. You don't have to go through every day of your life thinking, I'm not good enough to stand back up, because you are. Don't ever tell yourself that lie. Don't ever tell yourself that I can't handle what life is throwing at me, because you can. Life wouldn't have thrown it at you if you weren't ready for it. Life wouldn't have thrown it at you if your dreams and your goals and your desires didn't outweigh the struggle that you're going to go through. Life is fair in that sense. It puts you through struggles, and then you get rewarded for going through that and coming out victorious. I know that you guys have greatness within you. I know that you have the potential to go on and impact people's lives. You have the potential to help your family. You have the potential to help other people, to see the greatness in other people. Now you've got to be willing to go through the storms and the trials that life will throw at you. You got to be willing to become the great seller, become the bodybuilder of the business world, become who you are meant to become, because you've got greatness within you guys. Thanks for joining me tonight. I hope you guys got value from this. If you liked it, if you loved it, share it. Let some other people in on this. You know, I want to get out there. I just want to impact other people's lives. I want people to be positively influenced. I want them to have motivation, to have the desire to push forward. Guys, share this. Let me know how you liked it. I love responding to people in the comments. And I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Thanks for joining me.